Welcome, YouTube. This is Charisma, and this is my healing journey. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I'm laid up in bed right now. I'm not feeling the best. Sometimes when I eat things like pork, that it does not agree with me, and I get upset stomach, just a whole bunch of stuff. But I feel compelled to keep on posting on YouTube. As weird as this may sound, it actually is a big part of my healing journey. Not feeling so alone, not feeling so isolated, um, being able to interact with people who encourage me, say kind things to me, um, give me the strength to keep on going. The holidays are traditionally not very good for me because the holidays is when a lot of things happen to me. I'm just going to take a break from rehashing those things, not because I'm ashamed of anything that I've been through. It has nothing to do with that. It's just hard. It's just hard to relive these things. It's hard and it's triggering and it's necessary, but I also feel like I owe it to myself to pace myself. And if I'm pushing myself, that's not good as well. So I, needless to say, I've been depressed. Yeah, I would say depressed. But still at the same time, I try to stay mindful of the things I have and the things that I've made it through. And there's a lot of things that I am grateful for. And so what I want to share in this video basically is things that I do to fight the depression. Because you have to fight through it, you have to push through it. You can't get get just give into it. So if anybody out there is suffering from depression or just the holiday blues, here are some tips and tricks that I use to fight through the depression. But before I get started with that, I also want to introduce myself again. Hi, my name is Charisma. This is my healing journey. This channel is about being a safe space for survivors of abuse, trauma, adverse childhood experiences. I offer a safe space, and this is my safe space as well. If you're new, like, comment, subscribe. If you're returning, hey, thank you so much for your continued support. Okay, let's get into it. Some things that I do to fight the depression. Number one, even if I feel depressed, sometimes the hardest thing in the world to do is to get up and wash your face and to wash your butt sometimes. So always just keeping my body clean, my surroundings clean, like cleaning up my house, cleaning up the dishes, even if it's only one or two, because clean surroundings makes me feel better. Number two, for the past year or so, just getting my skincare routine together because, like I said, how you look, it impacts how you feel. So just really getting my skincare routine down, getting things like the cleansers, the exfoliation, the blemish serum, the salicylic acid, just everything, all of that. Just it makes the blemish, like Ambi for my dark spots for when I break out. Um, getting my doing my hair, doing my makeup. And I'm really trying to do something else with my makeup and my hair. Like, I love makeup, have tons of it, but I have really been falling back from makeup and even getting my eyebrows arched because I just feel like the more all natural look makes me look younger. I feel like it makes me look younger. So I'm trying to, like, I feel like less is more. I mean, I'm still always going to use makeup here and there, but the older I get, the less I want to use it because I feel like makeup ages you really a lot of times. So, um, that's why it's more so skincare and things like that as I get older. Um, let's see, number three. Another thing, this is what I have trouble doing, but whenever I do it, it does help. I journal. I journal just about how I feel. I actually have a journal that I've been journaling in off and on for like 3 years. And I went through it and read it one day. And I was like, man, all the stuff that was bothering me in that particular point in time, it's no longer issue. It's gone. God delivered me from it. It's all gone. Thank you, Jesus. That's all I have to say about that. So yeah, that. So I don't know what number I'm on, but we'll keep on. Another thing that helps me fight the depression is try to, I wouldn't say I'm on a diet, but I'm trying to eat healthier and make healthier food choices, because what you put into your body, that's going to impact how you feel too. I don't, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't smoke cigarettes, nothing. So, when you're predisposed to depression, a lot of times that can come with bad habits. So I always try to stay away from things that could hurt me, like drugs, drinking, things like that. So that's something that I feel like has been a huge part of me being able to have a clear head so that I could focus on my healing. And you know what? Let's another point that helps me to stay healthy and just kind of stay focused on my healing journey is resting, because I moved from Indianapolis. I everything I owned, I put in 2 pods. I have 2 pods that are in storage right now, and I just whatever I could fit in my car, I drove 10 hours. And honestly, I would say that how that combats the depression, because I might not be where I want to be, but I'm not where I once was. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so thankful for that, that I had the courage to do something about my situation and my circumstances and to try something different. Um, Knowing nobody, having no friends, having no family where I was at, and I moved to Philadelphia, and Philadelphia is a cold-blooded city. I'm not gonna lie, but I moved here because there was opportunities in the field that I'm in, which is behavioral health, believe it or not, specifically working with children. And I said, okay, let's take a chance. It didn't end up working out, but you know what? I moved somewhere else. I literally just moved to a different city, and things are slowly but surely starting to level out. I'm slowly but surely getting the stability that I've been hoping and praying for so many different years. And last but not least, things I do, I would say, which leads into my last point, what I do to combat depression is trying my hardest not to revert back to the old ways that may seem easy, but they're self-destructive. Some self-destructive things that I have done in the past. I might not have did drugs and alcohol, but I was addicted to, really toxic men, really toxic relationships. And for the past 6, 7 months, I've dedicated myself to staying 100% away from men until it's not forever, but until I can get to a point where I heal, until I work on myself and I focus within. Because when you've gone through the intense adverse childhood experiences, trauma, abuse, you tend to want to search for love outside of yourself, not understanding that it comes from within. So that's what I've been doing. I've been pouring into myself so much, as much as I can, working a lot. I mean, I'm probably what you would call a workaholic, but at the same time, I'm trying to establish myself. So I really don't have time to get caught up in the same thing that I fled Indianapolis for. So I'm being really mindful of that, of staying out of bad situations, not doing the same things that I did in Indianapolis to get myself into these toxic relationships over and over again and again. Because I mean, here's how I feel. I feel like this. It's not my fault what I went through as a child. It's not. And I'm at a point where I'm finally able to see that it wasn't my fault. But at the same time, I have a responsibility to do the work to heal. Nobody's going to do that for me. Nobody's going to hold my hand and say, here's the key. Here's the secret recipe to healing. No, it's been hard work digging deep within myself. And like I said, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm thankful for the progress that I can see in my life. Know that I'm a work in progress, and that I know God's not through. And when I stopped looking outside of myself and started searching within, it's when I built that strong relationship with the Most High that's given me the strength to endure even the trials and tribulations that I've still faced recently and more so in the past. But it's all the glory belongs to Him. So, yeah, so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take a step back from focusing solely on the trauma to the mindset of I'm not what happened to me. I'm not, what these monsters, these horrible household enemies, I'm not what they did to me. And I feel like I owe it to myself to live a life that is defined beyond what happened to me. And I don't want the rest of my life trajectory being colored by what happened to me. It's something that happened, but I don't want it to define the decisions and the choices that I make, because then I'm operating in my trauma, and I really want to operate from my adult chair and and nurture my inner child, but in a way that's healthy so that I can live a healthy life moving forward. If when I'm ready to process the things that I've gone through further, I'm always going to do that. But at the same time, it's also, I feel like, important to take a step back and to remind ourselves that we're not what we went through, especially because these people are no longer in my life. Like, I can be thankful that they can't hurt me anymore. They can't anybody who's hurt you, they can't hurt you anymore. So I just really, really hold on to that truth instead of a lot of the lies that the enemies will try to tell me, like you deserved it, or that's what you get. And just things that the enemy will try to tell you to keep you off balance, to keep you stuck, to keep you still sick. And I don't want to live my life like that. So that's why I'm really transparent on my YouTube channel, and I will continue to be so, because once again, I've said, my channel is a channel that gives voice to the voiceless, a home to the homeless, a friend to the friendless. I go live. I try to go live on Sundays and teach on particular scriptures, just a faith based healing space. So that's what I'm about. That's what I'm on. That's all I have for you today. So that just wraps up just some things I do to combat the depression. Slash, I am not what I've been through. I'm not defined by my trauma. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, this is Charisma, and this is my healing journey. And love you all. Thank you so much.